Today is the first episode of the Roach-N-Clothes.
An original tale by SUNDIATA'. Who do you know that's itty-bitsy and lives in the heart of each and every city? He'll bum rush your house and become your roommate and snatch crumbs off your favorite cake. He's the Roach-N-Clothes. Watch out for the Roach-N-Clothes. The Roach-N-Clothes was a happy bug. He had a home in a Persian rug. The Persian rug belonged to a thug who lived on the avenue of Mugglug. The rug was in a big warehouse. Here, he made friends with a mouse. His home was in a row with 100 rugs, small and big. 2 rows down lived Slimy the Slug. His friend Mouse had a nighttime gig because right downstairs the store sold roast pig, barbecued ham and baked lamb. The Roach-N-Clothes ain't better than Sam I am. But one day came and everything changed. He went from good living to a life that's plain. He was waiting at home for a big dinner for Mouse when someone rolled up and cold stole his house. The Roach said, "What is this? What sort of critter-lump?" But down the stairs the Persian rug went bump to bump into the back of the truck. The rug went. The Roach of ouch is when his antennas bent. His shirt was ripped and his shoes were scuffed up. The truck rolled on. The Roach was scared and buffed up. Finally the rug was drugged by the thug into a beat-up apartment back on Mugglug. Rolled on the floor next to a rusty fork. Roachy said, "What a way to treat a roach at the door." The Roach-N-Clothes heard the thug talk. "I think I'll go steal some food and take a walk." The room was dark and dirty. This guy was scum. Looking on the floor was no food, not a crumb. The Roach yelled, "Hello, is anybody here?" Then a family of really skinny roaches appeared. One of the family's face was hard as a plate. He told the Roach-N-Clothes that his name was Jake. Jake said, "You don't want to mess around with me. I've stolen more lands than Alexander the Flea. Oh, and by the way, who might you be?" On any given year, on any given day, when asked this question, the Roach-N-Clothes would say, "Oh, I'm the Roach-N-Clothes. People catch me, pick up my nose. I come into your house through holes. I'll eat your food and gobble your rolls." The whole family of roaches caught a giggle, but the Roach-N-Clothes was confused as a riddle. "What's so funny?" he asked with a frown. Jake said, "Won't be eating no roach here, look around." He looked around and up and down and back and forth and south and north. But one thought was in his mind. He had to find a fine place to dine and recline before bedtime. So he left the thug's home through a hole in the wall, down to the street where the buildings are tall. He saw a big sign on a food store door. So then he set off on a big city tour. As he walked to the door, he bumped into a cat and said, "Drat," to which the cat replied, "What's up with that? Come here, little Roachy, let's play ring around the rosy." She thought, "I'll teach that rude little bug to be so nosy." But Roachy was smart. He said, "Thanks, but I'd rather not." That old cat got mad and gave him a swat. She smacked him into the street and gave him a scar. He got up looking into the headlights of a car. He jumped out of the way just in time into a puddle of grease. A hot second from being a piece of street pizza. So glad he was he didn't catch flat. He held his heart in his hands and said, "Jump as you roach your fast." Before he could catch his breath and try to scat, he found himself face to face with a giant rat. The Roach-N-Clothes started getting frantic because this rat was extra gigantic. The rat said, "Hey, where you go with small stuff? You hanging on Mugglug Ave? You must be tough. You see, try to fight me, you're gonna lose. So I'll give you an offer you can't refuse." Roachy didn't like it, but he couldn't fight it, so he tried to play it cool without acting too excited. Even then, he was scared, trying to guess what's next, coming from the twisted mind of Tyrannosaurus Rex. The rat said, "There's a nice piece of cheese on the other side of this wall, but I can't get to it cause the hole's too small. Do the right thing and give me the full dude, cause I'll break your back if I get in a bad mood." So through the hole he went to fetch the cheese for rats, so Roachy thought, nobody likes him cause he's a big fatso. He made it to the room with the cheese, trying not to be louder, but on the floor next to the wall was white powder. On this he almost slipped as he took a turn to the right to the cheese, but then his feet started to burn. Hotter and hotter it got. The Roach-N-Clothes started doing a crazy dance. Then he thought, I gotta find a way to cool my feet, blasted. He stepped in what roaches hate, boric acid. Lucky for him there was a bathroom close. He had to do something. His feet felt like pot roast hot toast. He looked and looked while his feet cooked, but he couldn't find water at all. Couldn't climb the toilet stall. The Roach-N-Clothes thought he was done for. He yelled in pain, I can't take it no more. He ran behind the toilet.
Will this be the end of the Roach-N-Clothes? Will his feet burn down to nubs, and will he spend the rest of his days at the Roachipedic clinic? Will he survive the attack of Tyrannosaurus Rex? Tune in to Vortex Tales to find out. Here, Vortex Tales Power Plant.